Hi, my name is Janine Fafard, and I really would like to welcome you to this short audio series to introduce you to my Tapping into Soul. I've been doing this work for 25 years. I help people opening doorways within themselves. And it is based on my experience and my understanding of the common denominator to all ailments. The common cause of all ailments, as far as I'm concerned, is a level of disconnection, a certain degree of disconnection from the soul. I adopted a long time ago a wonderful quote from Dr. Frawley. And this quote says, "Getting to the level of the soul is the key to all forms of healing." And the fact is, the most fundamental, the easiest doorway to tapping into soul, the first one, is called breathing. The purpose of these audios will teach you 7 keys to open that first doorway. They are short, they are very practical, except maybe for this first one, because I need to give you a certain background. Tapping into soul is simply to remember who you are. Maybe some of you know the quote from Teilhard de Chardin that says, "We are not human beings having a spiritual experience, but we are spiritual beings having a human experience." That makes everything very different. And here, this spiritual being having a human experience, how do we connect the two? We lose that connection. And breathing becomes the first doorway. Because the soul is the intelligent life force which inhabits your physical body. And the science, the art of breathing, which in Sanskrit is called pranayama, means mastery of the life force. Be careful to understand that becoming conscious of the breath is different than controlling the breath. In most of ancient cultures, if you look at the word breath, it meant spirit. It meant soul. Think of the word inspiration, which means, on one hand, to breathe in, but on the other hand, it may mean also filled with spirit. If we look at it, we start our lives with one inspiration, and we end our life with one exhalation. It's easy to see that breathing is the master link between our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. It is the building block to your health and well-being. If we look at the physical, honestly, how many days can you live without eating? Maybe 1 month. Some people can go to 2 months. But how many days can you live without drinking? Maybe 3, maybe 4 days. Now, how long can you live without breathing? Here we go to a question of minutes, a few minutes. Oxygen is the very, very base of all chemical function in our body, in our every cell. That's why to look at all the disease or the ailments that we feel in our physical body, for example, heart disease, back pain, digestive problems, insomnia, even panic attacks, they are all closely related to how we breathe. And on the emotional, it is very clear also that our breathing pattern is intimately linked to our emotional feeling, our emotional sense. If we're happy, if we're angry, if we're depressed, our breathing pattern immediately change. Our mental body, well, the cause of stress is the restlessness of the mind. This is very well known. So when we go into the conscious breathing, it breaks a chain reaction. It triggers the relaxation response instead of falling into the fight or flight response. On the spiritual body, the main tool to align the body, the mind, and the spirit, the main tool is the breath. There is no other. So here, before starting the first practice, I would like you to understand that we cannot transform what we don't acknowledge or what we don't accept first. I need to repeat that because it is extremely important to understand the first key to our breathing. We cannot transform what we don't accept first. So the first key to open the first doorway will be observation. We need to observe how we breathe. So I'd like you to sit comfortably. Sit as straight as possible. And without you trying to change anything, take a moment to observe how you breathe. How is the air flowing in and out of your body? Now I know that as soon as I say that, you will want to change it. It's okay. Be aware of it. And simply return to observing how you breathe without any control, without any judgment. Feel, where is your breath going in your body? What is the main quality of your breath? Is your inhale longer than your exhale? Or your exhale longer than the inhale? Is your breath quite fast or slow? Is your breath deep or shallow? How is the rhythm? Regular or irregular? Which part of your body moves? Here, what I'm doing is I'm engaging your witness consciousness. I'm forcing you to be aware of how you are breathing and be in complete acceptance of how you are breathing right now. Drop any idea how you should be breathing. Allow yourself to surf your breath. Simply follow. Follow the air. Follow the movement of the air through your nostril or through your mouth. Observe. This is the very first key to open the first doorway into tapping into your soul. Is there any pause between your inhale and your exhale? Is there any sound? What is happening in your mind? How long can you keep your attention on your breath? Because it is very normal. Your mind is going to wander away. So simply pull it back. Bring it back to your breathing. Observe how you are breathing. I insist, before trying to change anything, you must accept what is. You must learn what is. So we will finish the first key here. Thank you for listening.